Or are these plates? Oh,
Yep.
I see what I did here. Yep, alright, that's how we covered the bottom. Alright, so we're gonna cut these off. Hopefully that's not supporting. Great, we're good. So let's do, you said you wanted a piston that sticks out there, right?
Well, that way it could shoot out and connect to a connector. And then that's the other side of the piston would have to go to the reactor, right? So we'll have to pipe it on the backside.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. So that's the piston, something like that, you thinking?
Yeah.
So it's sort of retracted when it's not being used.
Mm-hmm. Which means it would be this block here, right? Needs a T.
Yeah, 2 over, yep, that one right there.
Okay. Then I will get a T on there, which is number 7. And we got to get that big T. Let's get the right overlay. There we go. And let's do one of these. Shift P, so that's the right color. And boom.
You can always recolor.
There it is. Then I can do
potential problem. Oh, never mind.
There's no problem.
It's not an airtight block. It will let air through, but that's not a pressurized part of our ship, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say I knew all that, even though that's total bonk. Actually,
Those blocks are cool because you can use them as air passageways.
I think
you can rotate them to not let air through as well. So you can see like half that block lets air through, and the other half doesn't. So if you put another one and block that by rotating it so it covers it, you can actually restrict airflow that way. Kind of neat.
Do you want me to do
I like
that?
No, it doesn't matter. It's again, it's not a pressurized area, so I'm not too concerned about it.
Because I was gonna put a block there, and then I changed my mind, and then you said that, so I was like, well.
Nope, you're good. I
I
mean, you
wanna
could
do
if
that.
you really wanted to.
There.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, was putting it really low profile. Okay.
So now all we gotta do, put the prayers. We've already said that. That should go to connect. And you could put an event that when it connects, the piston's turned off.
Well, it's just the merge block should actually make it maybe not so weird. I think.
Just, I mean, you're not connected, but you are able to connect.
9.76.
I mean, I'll stand here so you can see from my stream.
I just want to get it so that it isn't actually touching, but it's very close.
Yeah. And I'd say that's it.
Okay, so used for parking off. Used for parking off. Again, modders, please.
Please,
Modders.
guys, please.
Please. I'm going to name this connector, so jump is the shorthand for this unit, or is the tag, so jump drive connector. There we go. Name. Probably should name the piston. Jump. Piston. There we go. That's named that too. Alright. So now we can bring a reactor in here. So I kind of want to use the large warfare one because it's got this really lovely model, but I wonder if it would probably look better if we used one of these guys. So let's bring the piping up this way. Yeah, we want to curve there. So let's fill some of this in. it's funny when you go to make something really minimal, and then it's just like, well, but also this, but also this. Oh boy. I'm gonna need to put some energy in my suit.
Okay.
Because I have not really been paying attention to it.
Well, I don't know what euphemism that stands for, but you go ahead and.
You should know, I
do
put
that.
a med bay in the hangar, so you don't have to run so far to get recovery.
Okay.
Probably could have taken the normal pedestrian door, but whatever. Oh, I just realized pop-ups are hanging out in their space. I'm really happy with this little room I built down here. Have you looked at it yet?
Me?
They have like, yeah, they have like
No.
a little zen area. I bet I was wanting to do that somewhere on the ship, and it was just, yeah, it was convenient.
I wonder
They
if
have
that's a terrible idea.
Pop-up store's got
Probably.
a nice living quarters. It's kind of like just right in the work zone. Essentially just right under there. Okay, looks like we only have still the 4 jump drives remaining, so yeah. I should have just left this game run in the background today and let that stuff build. You know what I'd like to have right here instead of this connector is a cargo container, so that way we have cargo access.
Energy low.
Yeah, I don't care. Don't tell me energy's low. I'll tell you when energy's low.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tell
let's
me
take a look at some of these
energy's
models,
low.
because I'm not sure exactly how I want to place these. So we could do something like that. Let's see, what is the difference between large and small? So 15 or 300. 15 megawatt versus 300 megawatt, which means how many of these little ones would we need? So 2 of them would make 30, 10, that pair by 10 would equate to 300. So 20. Oh my god, 20 of these little guys for one big one.
Is
So we're using a big one.
this his room?
Yes.
Can I go in?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to intrude.
He might be sleeping, but you can certainly go in. Yeah, if y'all, maybe I can show Veggie's scene. There you
Yeah.
go. You can see what Veggie's doing now. Go sit on his couch and go check out his little zen view.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
Are you tickling him while he's sleeping?
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Little zen garden.
Okay.
And see, it's animated.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Didn't expect that, did you?
I did not.
What if... Actually, that's kind of funny. What if we did them like this, since this is upright when it's attached to the mothership?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get these models to fit in a way.
I don't know what you're saying by models.
The warfare reactors.
Oh.
I like the model, but it's like, it looks like it's meant to be walkable, but it doesn't kind of work in the space. However, because of the way gravity is, this would actually make it upright when it's attached to the mothership, which is kind of funny. I don't know if I like it though.
Is there a connector on the bottom?
Yes.
So you could put another one upside
Yeah, like
down.
mirrored. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And then that's kind of cool because now it's art.
So artsy.
Because you have the stairs and then the upside down stairs. See? Huh? Huh?
Sure. How very MC Escher.
MC Escher. Yeah, he's a good rapper.
Well, he's the artist that did the like impossible staircases that like go into each other all different directions.
Did you see
You know
what I
the-
did here? And do you like it?
Wait, what'd you do?
Go to the piston.
Okay, let's take a peek. Oh, sure, I see. Feel like we need to have just a little bit of a wrap on these jump drives. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more on them. On the bottoms, maybe? I mean, this thing is meant to be driven in space, so, you know, it's gonna be pretty well exposed, but, the good thing is, by the time the remaining jump drives are built, this thing is already gonna have all the other ones charged.
Mm-hmm. In fact, most of them are charged, so that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but it's charging them faster than it's building them. And if we can get these main reactors built here, that'll give a huge boost because we don't actually have a single large reactor in the mothership, if you can believe it.
I can believe it.
Shocked is what you meant to say.
I'm shocked. I mean, that's what I meant to. I'm so shocked I don't know what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah. And you're so shocked you're at a loss for words. In fact, you're not even saying anything at all right now.
Not even saying anything.
Let's continue to wrap this just a little bit because I'm just a bit nervous.
Yeah, I didn't get that up. I'm going to have to get that up.
Of course, I'm not trying to add a ton of extra weight. Steel plates are ready. I would like some steel plates, please.
You may have some. You have my permission.
Since I asked so nicely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Hi, chat.
We just
Okay,
do.
so my stream's going to be watching his, but I'm going to be fitting it in. So, yeah, just know that I'm just trying to fit this
And
into
knowing
one.
is half the battle.
There we go.
Wait, what is it that you're doing? Are you refreshing your drink?
Nope.
And you're not even gonna refresh mine?
I would refresh it, but no, that's not what I'm doing.
Sheesh.
I am trying to get. Let's go like that, and then we'll do. I think that's. Does it need to be wider or not? No, wider's not good.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We'll do that. That's good. We'll see a little bit on the left. That's it. You know that I'm more doing his. There's a little bit on the right. Maybe I just need to make it bigger. Maybe that's. No. Smaller? No. Or just leave it alone because it's fine. Let's do that.
Paint it pink.
No!
Speaking of, I can give you the grind color if you ever want it. It's pretty easy to set.
Then I'd have to keep track of it. And you know how that would go.
And this.
So right now, chat, we're just waiting 4 stuff to get built. So let me get into my shot, and I'm going to do one of these. We do have an emotion controller, and these are the commands you can tell us to set it to, if you would like. I don't know what it's currently set to, but
happy last I remember, because we had a really good ore run.
Okay, so it's happy, but if you would like it to be something else, you can let us know. We do not change it. We do it when you tell us to what you tell us. We don't pick it.
Yep. Tell us what you want Moshi to be, and Moshi changes.
Yeah. And the
simple.
truck will eventually, as soon as we figure out what to do, how to expose the emotion controller. We can certainly set it.
I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to put it right on the front of the truck.
Okay. But I'm just saying, you can't see it right now, so...
Yeah.
So anyway, there's that. I think we're running better than yesterday, though. I'm pretty happy with that.
It is kind of smoothing itself out, it seems.
Yesterday we were kind of going the wrong direction. This time seems to be going all right.
Yeah, almost smoother as we go.
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna... these. Now the question is, will this be airtight? Or will we have ruined... Oh, just the face of it. Okay. Interior plates for that, huh? I ruined it. By the way.
So what's not airtight of the emotion block?
Only the face of it is airtight. Just the face. None of the other sides. So we might be able to get away with it putting it right here.
Should be airtight then, I would think, right?
Yeah. That's enough.
Okay.
There it is. So now we have the Space Truck 2 chat emotion control. So now you can give us the emo for either the truck or for the space truck.
And somebody's got to tell us the truck
mothership,
so we can set it to something to start off with.
Yep. I guess we could set neutral, right? Is it acceptable for us to set it to neutral?
Depends on whether chat tells us anything. I
Chat
figured
tell us.
I'd give them a chance to let us set the truck. Now I'm seeing offline. Do you see a face? Or do we have to set it to something before?
It's just blank. We haven't set it to anything, so...
Okay. I just see it saying offline, so I just didn't know if that was...
I could set it.
Well, I don't see chat telling us anything.
Well, I think neutral is probably a good place to start.
Okay. Set it to neutral.
I just mostly want to see if it works for you.
Yep. It does.
You got a face now?
Yep. It's just because it wasn't set yet, apparently.
Oh, I see. Okay, there you go.
Which is okay. That was my question. Now we know. So it's neutral. This truck is neutral.
We could set the face to change based on cargo levels. That as it gets full, it gets happier.
Could, yeah. I don't know if we're ever gonna fill it though.
Yeah, oh god, no. I mean, we'd have to spend a lot of time with these small ships to fill it.
I may, because you know me, I may look at a large cargo drill ship.
I figured. I want to make a large grid attack ship.
So, I'm lagging. Why am I lagging? Is it because I'm looking at... It's just that area when I was right in the front. So, in I go. I don't need this lag. I can go into my room and take a nap. That's what I could do.
Let me show you something.
Isn't that fireman from SML? Was it SML?
The one Jim Carrey did?
Yeah.
God, what was that? Was that Living Color?
I don't remember. What's that? So what are you showing me?
Alright, this... You don't have to go all the way to the middle of the ship. You don't have to go through an airlock. You can refill your vitals right here.
Okay.
So, there's this space over here.
Where'd you go? Over here. Okay. Yeah. Got some plants over here, apparently.
Yeah.
And a workbench.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's a bit of an unused space. Ultimately, I took that side and turned some of it into the bedroom for pop-ups, sir. But we do have some more room. It's likely we're going to want to throw some gyros into that space because I think the mothership just doesn't turn very well anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, just want to show you we have some space.
Cool. Fine.
There's not enough air in here for that, but...
There's not any air. I'm dying.
So, yeah. I think at this point then... let's go to our... Take a peek at our jump drives. And our reactors. So, we're down to 3 more jump drives.
This needs reactor components. Everything else looks good.
Yeah, and I think we're just waiting on those.
So, yeah. Now, what are these things for? Were these just connectors, or what were you planning on?
Oh, on the bottom of the mothership?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure to thread some piping in so that we're connected to we have the opportunity to connect into the main network.
Okay.
Originally I thought this whole ship is kind of boxy now and very flat on one dimension. So I thought maybe we could expand it, or I can carve into it or something, but really it's probably just going to end up either being connectors for ships to stick to it, or additional weaponry.
Okay.
This thing feels so much more like a space station now that we've got the jump drives attached to it. So one thing we could construct is we could consider the module that we would need to build for an instant outpost, which is like refinery, assembler setup, you know, that whole thing. Don't know if we want to attack that this stream, because that's kind of going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Actually, it's not going to be terrible, because really it's an advanced assembler, advanced refinery, power generation, so a nuclear reactor, all that on the ground floor, probably 1 or 2 large storage, probably 1, probably wouldn't want to go more than that. And then a floor above all that, that will be your living space slash cockpit. So if you need to move it on the planet, you can.
Yeah.
Below everything will be thrusters, a lot of upward thrust, and then some left, right, down, because I think it's mostly going to be attached to the ground. But when you need to get it into space, if you needed to, because the planet's blowing up, you want the thrust to be able to do an emergency evac.
Yep. Maybe just like very basic downward thrust. And thrust in all the directions, but mostly downward, so that it just goes straight up.
And the other thing that
something.
would be cool is if you built above the cockpit, like your turbines and solar panel array on the roof. And then you could, if you wanted to, have like hinges that would close that up, or you could just leave them open because it really wouldn't matter. I don't know if you wanted it, because the hinges thing are great until they're not. I tried that on the one hangar, and they were great until they weren't, and then everything just kind of broke.
The hinges thing?
Remember the base way back when?
Oh,
I had the roof, and then they were great, and they were working, and then all of a sudden some lag happened, and some of them were open, some of them were shut, and some of them just didn't work anymore. They kind of disconnected, so...
I mean, I can help with that, but the problem was twofold. You had like multiple subgrids acting as one, as well as just using subgrids in general. But I mean, there are ways to help with that. But yeah, that's
I mean, I don't know if it's worth the effort, because really it's going to go down, attached to the ground, and then stay there.
Yeah. I mean, that's its primary function. Like, leaving the planet is definitely not even as big of a priority.
And the truck is going to help it go down, so it'll help with the maneuverings, so. But it definitely needs to have what it the extra stuff. So. But yeah, I mean that's kind of it. But right now, if we built that, then the jump drives wouldn't be finishing, because we'll be building the same things for the most part.
Yeah. We can take a look at Izzy and see where it's at. But I mean, basically, if you just look at what's in production.
Oh, it's almost... it's getting there. It's got 1, 2, 3 jump drives, a few plates need to get welded, and the reactors are almost done. They just need those components. So, I mean, it's doing a good job.
Oh yeah.
I think.
I mean, we can always install a third build and repair.
I think it's the components right now. I think, but everything that's built is charged, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, Todd from Ultimate is at my front door.
Okay. He's not at my front door.
Oh, I think he sent me a message about helping him with an outboard motor.
Okay. So he just said, I'll come on his stream, and we'll do it on stream.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could live stream looking into his outboard motor. Y'all can see my handyman skills.
I mean,
To be honest, I'm not very good with engines, but two-strokes I know. I know two-strokes, because I like mopeds. I like rebuilding vintage mopeds.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you liked mopeds.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have such a big ego, you know.